But the NFL draft just a couple weeks away. I wanted to go through who I think every fan should be rooting for their team to take. So we'll start with the AFC. Here we go. And I took into account players that could fall positional value and just team needs. We're not going to see Arvo Reese to the Chiefs or anything crazy like that. This is just what I think the team should be hoping for, not what I think they're going to do necessarily. Obviously, the Raiders are going to go with Mendoza. So with their second round pick, I think they should be rooting for Caleb Banks to be there. There's a really good chance he will be. I think him or Lee Hunter would be a really good fit in the interior of the D-line. I could also see Emmanuel McNair-Warren. I think that would be a good pick. I think the Jets are basically set to take either David Baylor or a reset too, so that's just whatever they prefer at that point. I think either would be a good pick. But I think at 16, Makai Lemon or Vega Wane would be a really good pick for them. Either get a second option to Garrett Wilson or just get your Elijah Vera Tucker replacement. A lot of people don't like it, but people don't understand how good Jeremiah Love is. If the Titans go with Jeremiah Love, I think he will seriously take that Titans offense to the next level and really open things up for Cam Ward. I think the Browns definitely could trade back, but if they don't, they want to stick and pick. I think Cardinal Tate is definitely the best pick. You could go maybe Francis Mwaga if he is there, but he is a right tackle. I think the best option for them is either Cardinal Tate at 6 or trade back and go Monroe Freeling. Chiefs at 9, I think Ruben Bain, they'll be praying that he slips to them. Either him or Mansur Delane would be a really good pick in my opinion. Same thing, very realistic. I think the Bengals have a very high chance of ending up with Sonny Styles. They need to get a new signal caller. They obviously traded Logan Wilson. They've kind of really struggled. The defense has just struggled as a whole, but especially the linebacking core has been really bad. I think the Dolphins are really hoping to upgrade their secondary. That secondary is bad. I mean, they obviously will probably hope for Mansur Delane at 11, but I don't know if he'll be there. I think Caleb Downs is a little more realistic. I think Spencer Founder with the Ravens would be a home run pick for them because he has so much flexibility on the O-line. He could play tackle, right tackle, guard, or center. Right tackle isn't a need at the moment, but they obviously need center and guard very badly. I think this would be a home run pick if the Ravens can possibly get him. Steelers at 21, I think they need to go tackle. Blake Miller, Caleb Lomu, Caden Proctor, any of those would be a good pick in my opinion. A lot of people have them going receiver. I just think tackle is a way bigger need in my opinion. Chargers need to upgrade edge. Khalil Mack isn't getting any younger. I think that if you took TJ Parker, it gives him a year to kind of be a rotational guy and really learn the system, and then next year he can be your guy possibly. I think the Browns are either going to go receiver at 6 and tackle at 24 or vice versa. I think Caden Proctor would be a really good pick for them. I think you just plug him in at left tackle. They obviously did a really good job in free agency upgrading the whole line, so left tackle is really their only need at this point. I really would like Caden Proctor in my opinion. A lot of people are probably not going to like this one. They're going to say there's no chance he slipped this far, but you never know with injury concerns. I really think if if Jordan Tyson somehow can slip that far, or even slip into the early 20s, the Bills should be licking their chops and get their hands on him. This would be a huge pick. You need to get Josh Allen his number one option. He really hasn't had one since Diggs. I think Jordan Tyson would be a crazy, crazy upgrade. I think the Texans are either going to go O-line or D-line. Don't know which one it's going to be, but I think if Cade McDonald was there, the Texans have to take him. He'd be a huge upgrade on that interior of the D-line. Pairing him up with Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter, wow. That Texans defense would be... I think the Chiefs' best approach is to go edge or receiver at 9 and then go corner at 29 just because it's such a deep class. I think Avion Terrell would be a crazy pick.